Well, thank you, the gentleman and shipmate from Indiana for the time and this evening's very special hour. Madam Speaker, we the people really aren't asking much of our elected officials. Above all things, we just want them to do what's right for our country and be on the side of Americans. This isn't a party thing. This isn't a Republican versus Democrat thing. Regardless of party affiliation, we just want them to do what's right for the country. The current presidential administration and its policies have failed us in this regard, and in a frighteningly short period of time. In just 1 year, this administration and its policies have eroded America's status as the lone premier superpower, eroded our energy independence, making us once again beholden to OPEC, literally begging Middle Eastern nations to provide us with more oil, eroded an economy that was thriving before COVID and beginning to recover in the midst of COVID. And now we're experiencing inflation that we haven't seen in 40 years. Eroded our nation's security, tucking tail against a group of savages and terrorists in Afghanistan after 20 years of fighting for the right reasons. After almost 2 years of no American deaths in Afghanistan and relative stability in a country that was formerly a breeding ground for terrorists, this administration set an arbitrary exit date and backed that date up with absolutely no plan. This admin stranded hundreds of Americans in Afghanistan and left our allies high and dry. And the ad hoc and sloppy withdrawal led to the death of these 13 precious American service members. Absolutely avoidable and absolutely the fault of this administration. We're really not asking for much of our elected officials. We, the people, just want this administration to stop giving hope to the bad guys and to start taking care of our nation. Take care of our workers, our jobs, the small business owners, our children and their education, and allow parents the right to understand what our children are being taught in school, the right to make school choices for our children. We're asking that the administration stop calling parents terrorists and start preventing actual terrorists from infiltrating our country. We're asking for secure borders so that we don't see 175,000 human beings come across our border and into our nation each month without any accountability. If you care about the dreamers, if you care about the potential DACA recipients like many of us do, then you must first end this man-made border crisis. We're really not asking for much. We just want someone to stand up and fight against this ridiculous defund the police movement and make our streets safe again. We don't want the cost of goods and supply chain issues to overcome our income. We're asking simply that we fairly value the time, the skills, and the experience of our workers so that when they work harder and provide quality of service, they make more money and keep more money. We don't want higher taxes only to see the government at all levels squander our hard-earned money. Above all things, Madam Speaker, we just want the president to be on our side and to have the backbone to stand up for the good guys. We're not asking for much. We just want this administration to stop giving hope to the bad guys. I yield back.
Madam Speaker.